Hi people, thanks for joining me again today on another episode of Movie Reviews. Are you watching me for the first time? Just hit the logo on this screen and you're all set to go. What I do on this channel is just to bring unbiased review, tell you how I feel about movies that I see, and then you can decide if you want to still watch them or not. And at the same time, I feel like it's a way to bring feedbacks to producers and directors to let them know what they do, how they are doing, and how best they can go about other issues. Okay, so let me go to the review for today. I'm reviewing a movie titled 80 the Year. 80. Check the description box below. You will find the details concerning the movie in case you have not watched it. But for those that have watched it, I would like to hear from you. What do you think about this movie? First of all, about the title. Do you think that the title really correlated with the storyline? Yes, I forgot to tell you that this movie is a movie with two parts. So in case you want to watch it, you can then think about the total. Overall, it's going to be like a 3 hours plus if you feel like watching it. But then let me go back to my discussion. The first is the title. Do you think that the title really correlated with the story, with the content of the movie itself? That's my first question. My second question is, what kind of mother would hear her daughter talk about death, you know, continuously and never do something about it? You know, she just stood in one place throughout. And I'm like, oh my God. At some point I was like, really? Is that possible? She didn't even find a way of grabbing her keys to get out of the house to go meet her daughter or something. She just stood there and kept screaming and shouting. Thirdly, which is I think is the most important concerning this movie, and Fola handed over the test result, you know, to his wife, and then she was like, oh, this is my name, I'm HIV positive. And I'm like, really? First of all, on the part of Fola, which is the husband, how would you get such a result? Something that threatening, something life-threatening. You get it from an outsider, and you never thought about confirming it. You never thought about, you know, thinking otherwise. And then on the part of the victim herself, okay, so when you went for the test, they never mentioned to you that you can actually do a confirmation to be sure if you're actually positive or negative. Pills can actually start killing someone even before you are sure of the health condition. So I understand that part, but overall I still felt like there were some loopholes in this movie. I'm not saying you should not watch this movie and I'm not saying you should watch it, but from what I've said, you can read in between the lines and decide if it's something you want to see. Then there was actually an interesting part in this movie that I liked, and it was actually that part where the best dressed turned driver. That was actually my best part of the movie. That was actually my best part of the movie. The movie was produced by Wumi Labimtan and directed by Abimbola Ogunsoya. The movie starred Wumi Labimtan herself, Ibrahim Chatta, Funke Tikeni George, Said Balogun, Baba Wande. We're rating this movie a 3.5/5. Basically because of the questions I asked when I started the review, and some other things, subtitles and so on and so on. Hey, feel free to let me know what your rating would be for this movie. My rating is a 3.5/5. What would your rating be? And concerning the questions I asked, what do you think about them? Did you actually think about those questions as well while watching this movie, or it's just me? Yes, I want to know from you. Thank you so much for joining me. Stay blessed, and remember, God loves you. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.